Welcome to the Clearwave Fiber Customer Administration Portal Training Video Series. In this series, you'll learn how to manage your company's hosted voice service by following brief demonstrations of the different settings in the administration portal. In this video, we're going to cover Business Cloud Fax. Business Cloud Fax, which is similar in functionality to our Business Hosted Fax product, is a standalone product offered for customers who do not need hosted phone service, but would like the flexibility of using a cloud fax service for their business. Business Cloud Fax allows customers to send and receive faxes via a customer administration portal, as well as configure receiving faxes via email. Now, let's look at an example. When you log into the customer admin portal as an administrator for Business Cloud Fax, you'll see all users provisioned to send and receive faxes through the Cloud Fax service. End users will only see the Cloud Fax landing page as shown in this screenshot. You'll notice the administration dropdown is not present. This ensures only admin users for your Business Cloud Fax portal can modify settings for the product. To add a new user to your Business Cloud Fax service, simply click the Add User button at the top. Enter the user's first and last name and the email address the person will use to log into the portal and to receive faxes via email. Then click the Create User button. If a user has not received the welcome email from businesstac@clearwavefiber.com to create their login, you can resend the email in the Options column on the right side of the screen. You can tell if a user has created their login by viewing the Privileges column. A username will appear if the login has been created, or it will be blank if the user hasn't completed the account creation. If a user has forgotten their password to log into the portal, click the Reset Password button in the Options column to send an email for the password reset. Let's take a look at the Cloud Fax page. This landing page is where you'll see all of the incoming faxes, but sent faxes will only be viewable by the user who sent them. Here's another screenshot example. This end user has sent 3 faxes that even the administrator is not able to see. Before we cover how to send faxes, let's look at the Configuration tab. This is where you'll set up each end user to be able to access the Cloud Fax service in the admin portal, as well as ensure the user's email is configured to receive faxes via email. You can see I have users 2 and 3 listed here. Since we've created a 4th user, let me show you how to add them. Click the gear wheel in the Actions column. Leave Store Received Faxes in the Hosted Fax widget checked, as this will ensure any faxes received will remain visible in the portal to everyone. Click the Assign User dropdown and select the new user to add to the fax list. Next, click the Assign User button, then click Save. Now, you should notice that users 2, 3, and 4 are configured to access, view received faxes, and send faxes in the administration portal. And by configuring the users this way, they'll now receive the fax via email as well. But what about the admin user? They don't show up in this list. Admin users are always able to log into the portal and view received faxes as well as send faxes, but they cannot receive fax by email unless another setting is configured. Let's go back to the My Hosted Fax tab and click the drop-down next to Hosted Fax. You'll select your Cloud Fax number, then on the far right side of the screen, click the gear icon again. Be sure to select Email Me Received Faxes to enable yourself as an admin user to receive faxes by email. If you have more than one admin user for your account, each admin will need to complete this step by themselves to ensure they are set up to receive faxes by email. Now, let's cover how to send faxes and view faxes that have been sent or received. To send a fax, click the Send Fax icon on the far right side of the screen. Be sure to click the drop-down for sender fax number and select the Cloud Fax number. Enter a recipient name in the recipient name field, Then enter the fax number in the recipient's fax number field. You can enter a subject if you'd like. You can then either attach files by leaving Attachment selected in the fax type area, or you can enter text by selecting Input Text. You cannot both attach a file and use the Input Text field, only one or the other. To send a fax with an attachment, click Attach New File. Navigate to the file location on your PC, select the file, and click the Open button. You can attach additional files if needed using the same method. Then click the Send Fax button. Once the fax is sent, you can view the status of the fax in the Status column. If it states pending delivery, that means the fax is still being sent through the network, and it can take up to 5 minutes for a fax to process, depending on several factors, such as the size of the fax and whether the fax is being sent to another hosted fax service or to an analog fax line. There may be times that you'll need to log out of the portal and log back in to see the delivery confirmation in the status column. This example is a brand new account, so there haven't been any received faxes. Here's a screenshot of what it looks like when faxes are being sent and received. Sent faxes can be identified by the blue arrow pointing up, and received faxes can be identified by the green arrow pointing down. Once a fax has been sent or received, you will see it in the list in your admin portal. Remember, you will only be able to see faxes you yourself have sent, not every fax sent by every user. To view the content of the fax, click the View icon. This will load the fax in full for your viewing. If someone didn't receive the fax you sent, you can click the Resend button to resend the fax. The Email button can be used to forward the fax to another email address. And finally, the Delete button will allow you to delete faxes received or faxes you've sent from the portal. Finally, let's talk about the storage information. This area can only be viewed by administrators. And this is where you can view the amount of storage used by your Cloud Fax lines. All customers receive 1 gig of storage per Cloud Fax line. That means if you have 2 fax lines, you'll receive 1 gig of storage for each line. Once storage begins to run out, administrators will receive an email advising that storage is running low with suggestions to download and store faxes offline or to continue to use the cloud storage provided by Clearwave Fiber. Clearwave Fiber will never delete any of your data. If you exceed the 1 gig of storage, you'll be billed for additional storage above that limit. Please contact either your sales associate or our billing team to learn how much it will cost for the extra storage.